guys, it is Charles Almighty Wraith, and this is Driving Force. Today I am joined by, he is our teen liaison on the board. He is also a former champion of our tournaments. Connor, you've been, even before you could actually participate in Game Warriors, you helped me with choosing games and setting up and everything. You didn't really get to participate in the house tournaments beforehand because, again, when we started this,
last time we did those, I was much younger than I am now. I don't think I was even double digits of age.
Yeah. So, um, but you did, like I said, you did get to participate in a couple of tournaments once you got older. Um, you've actually came in second place uh, during one of our qualifying tournaments, and then one of our food pantry tournaments, and then you actually won
The one for
the one for Move.
And then I was not allowed to play in a tournament ever again.
Well, I mean that was because you were technically moving towards the board. Um,
And I was the son of the person who organized it, so I had an unfair advantage.
so, um, but you've really the spot I want to talk about today is one of our first, and it was our only junior tournament, was your decision. You came to me and you wanted to do one for BGMC when we were going to Shepherd Heights. And one thing that's always stood out to me was your passion about doing that, and the fact that you stated that every penny counted. You know, that has stuck with me all through the years. Because, like you said, you were not double digits. Um, you know, so for you to be so young and have such a concept of that it doesn't matter how much we raise as long as we raise money and we do good, that just, you know, that was a very proud father moment, if you would. Um, now, so you have a passion for games, you have a passion for helping people. Um, and normally I ask what your driving force is, but I know that you've been with us since the beginning, and it's kind of been instilled in you. But one thing that sets you apart from some of the others that you know are on the board is that you now have a unique perspective um, on some of the stuff that we've done because we've raised money for St. Jude's, and now you are a St. Jude patient. Um, which you were always passionate about helping St. Jude's anyway, but how has that changed since becoming?
Well, overall, not much, but there's the fact that now that I've been there, I know exactly what we have been raising money for, and it's a genuinely it's genuinely worth it. It's been such a great experience in the like few weeks that I was there. It was such a great time. Food's great, people are great, and everything in general is. But
You know, especially considering it's a stressful situation to have to go there to be put at ease.
And I think that's the real reason why it's so good because it's such a stressful situation, but they make it feel not as stressful just because how friendly they are and how comfortable it is there. Like they have a art gallery for that the teenagers that would go there have. Like they put their art up there, and then they have galleries of patients that have met celebrities and how and patients that have actually come through and were cured of their ailment.
No.
And it's really nice to see all of that.
Okay. So we've got St. Jude's, and also another one that you've seen firsthand is the Joe LeBlanc Food Pantry. Um, so with those two, you have personal experience of what they do. So would you be safe to say that if the other organizations that we raise money for are half as fundamental as these two, that everything that we do is worth it?
Well, yes, yes. It's just that I'm so much more familiar with those that I wasn't really sure. Like I'm so much more familiar with the two that we were talking about that
Mm-hmm.
they just the others didn't really have much of a staying place in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if we wound up having to deal with a situation regarding any of them, like rain or anything like that, it would definitely be a lot more pertinent,
Yeah.
to say the least.
So, definitely what we do is important.
Yes, it's important regardless,
Yeah.
but it's just
So,
there's not as much staying power.
yeah. So with one of our last trips to St. Jude, when we were driving to, I don't remember if it was the botanical garden or if it was to the zoo or whatever. Um, you made the comment to me that you were wanting to go to college for business courses and stuff like that to help grow Game Warriors and to eventually take over and be able to move us in a high. Was that something that was in your mind beforehand, or was the situation of us having to go to St. Jude
No,
kind of put?
it was in my mind beforehand before we even moved to where we are now. It's been in there for a while, but and I thought I brought it up, but I guess I didn't. But
So, well, you mentioned being part of Game Warriors, for the long haul, but you did mention, or at least to me, you didn't mention going to college so that way you can make a better product. Um, Again, another proud father moment. So, um, the doing good, and especially since you've seen firsthand on a couple of these, that's a big motivation for you. You're kind of like me. You're an introvert. You don't really like to socialize a lot, but when it comes to this, you have a tendency to be like me and push that aside because you know the higher purpose of it. Um, so I am very proud of you. I know the rest of the family is too, and the board as well. You are a very integral part of how we look at things. Um, is there anything going forward that you're wanting to see or that you're looking forward to seeing that you can state that's not on the hush hush right now? Because we got a couple of things that we're planning that we can't talk about yet until they become.
I don't really know much what we can or cannot
Okay,
talk about.
gotcha. Um, I know right now with everything that's going on in the world, I'm just ready for us to get back to doing tournaments. Um, so the one thing that we normally end with is your favorite game of all times, and it doesn't have to be a video game. It could be a card game, board game, role playing, whatever. So if you had to choose one thing that you could play on a regular and that was it, what would it be?
It's hard. I mean, a few years ago, this would be very, very easy question. But I've played so much. I've seen so much stuff. Even games I haven't played, but games I've experienced.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision, really.
All right. So if I walked in the door and said we're gonna play a game today, what would it be?
Hmm. For games to play with other people and to interact with others for, I'd have to say something might. Uh, See, I've shifted more away from adventure games and more to like fighting.
Okay.
So I have to go with like Mortal Kombat or
Okay.
something.
So,
but as a single experience to do something by myself, I'd say something like maybe some of the newer VR games or something along that.
yeah.
Something really calm, a very nice experience. Like Journey is a good example of something like that. The new Half-Life game, Half-Life Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an entire thing of that. Awesome. It's
So,
then there's stuff like Doom Eternal where you just want to sit down, binge it, go all the way through, and just have a blast.
yeah. Alright, so, alright. So I think we kind of got off because I think I steered it in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I.
Your favorite
Long
game?
story short,
Your favorite
there
game?
isn't really one.
There's not one? Too many to choose from?
Exactly.
I know the feeling. We could probably make a list of different genres, and
And depending on what mood.
you'd be able to do that a little bit better.
Mhm.
So, all right. So, if there's anything else you want to add?
No.
No. All right, guys. Till next time, this is Charles Almighty Wraith, and
Raceland 58.
stay awesome. Hey guys, this is Charles Almighty Wraith, and
Raceland 58.
we hope y'all enjoyed our video and everything. Be sure to check us out on all of our other social media networks, such as YouTube,
Facebook,
Twitch,
Twitter,
Instagram,
and Patreon.
and also be sure to like and share the videos. And all right, until next time, this is Almighty Wraith, and
Raceland 58.
saying stay awesome.